It would seem that everything is known about the man who founded the second largest empire in the history of mankind. However, in this video we have searched well and are ready to surprise even the most sophisticated viewer. Genghis Khan's real name was Temujin. Over time, when Temujin took control of another Mongol tribe, he became their chief, that is, Khan. Then he added to the title of Khan, the word Genghis, which meant fair. When he was 10 years old, he killed his first man. The victim was one of his half-brothers, and the reason for the dispute was a quarrel over a caught fish. Genghis was tall, had a long beard, and most likely had red hair and green eyes. This rather unusual appearance for a Mongol can be explained by the mixing of genes between his ancestors. Because he believed that a man was measured by the number of children, his harem numbered thousands of women. He had offspring with many of them. In fact, because of this, geneticists have found that about 8% of men in Asia carry the genetic legacy of the Great Mongol in their Y chromosome. Genghis Khan's state was the second largest empire in history, second only to the British Empire in the late 19th century. The land stretched from the Sea of Japan to Eastern Europe at its peak in 1279. Some of his military campaigns meant annihilation for all members of society, men, women, and children. Some scholars hold Genghis Khan responsible for the 40 million victims of his conquests, which at the time represented about 11% of the world's population. When the Persians beheaded the Mongol envoy, Genghis responded by exterminating nearly 90% of their population. According to some estimates, the population of Iran has not yet reached pre-Mongol conquest levels. Despite the fact that he was a brutal leader, Genghis Khan passed a law on religious freedoms. Moreover, he exempted all places of worship from taxation. The Mongols seem to have been quite liberal about religion, as most had different beliefs, from shamanism to Islam to Buddhism to Christianity. Unlike most rulers, Genghis Khan was not concerned about the origins of the people he promoted to the highest ranks in his army and state. The only thing he needed was for them to prove their worth. He even promoted former enemies. This system of meritocracy, which he adopted, was one of the key reasons for his success as a great leader. During one battle, Genghis Khan was wounded in the neck by an arrow. After he asked the defeated who wounded him, one archer gallantly admitted that it was he. Furthermore, he said that he would not beg for mercy, but that if the great Khan spared his life, he would serve him faithfully. Genghis spared him, and later this archer named Jebe became one of the greatest Mongol generals. Subutai was Genghis Khan's chief general during the Mongol conquest of Asia. He was the author of over 20 campaigns in which he conquered 32 nations and won 65 major battles. Thus he conquered more territory than any other warlord in history. There is a place in Mongolia called Ikkorik, which was recognized as sacred by Genghis Khan. The only people allowed to enter it were the Mongol royal family and a troop of elite warriors who were tasked with guarding it and punishing any intruders who tried to get in. The guards carried out their task for 697 years, until 1924. So, did you learn anything new about Genghis Khan? If so, write about it in the comments. We will be glad to hear that our efforts were not in vain.